Welcome. We are standing on the ground that will be known as Tapestry Apartments. We were able to purchase this in the fall of 2021, and with this fall, we will break ground and we will begin construction, what will become 26 apartments to provide housing for low-income individuals for many years to come. We are excited about this particular place as it is incredibly close to everything that CLDI is already doing, from Mosaic Senior Cottages to Rail Line Coffee to CLDI across the street. This is going to leave a lasting, impressionable impact here in the Southside community. My name is Eric Basie, and I'm the Executive Director of CLDI. And this is Miriam Stahl, and Miriam has been with us for a long time, and she works with a part of CLDI called Koinonia Management Company. Koinonia Management Company, we call it KMC for short. And if you want to go to where it all began as a part of a work of CLDI, you have to go back to the mid-90s, and it was at that point in time that our founder began working with guys coming out of prison and jail, needing a vocational training, and so the founder was able to provide that, and the byproduct of that was not only was a job offered, but some quality, affordable housing as well. And it was at that point in time that CLDI identified housing was a real need for the community, and really ever since that time, it's just grown exponentially. Miriam is our property manager. You're working all the time with KMC and our tenants. I would love to hear, just from your perspective, how real is the need for quality, affordable housing in Billings?
We have seen major rent increases all around us. So people are being evicted from what they've known as their home for a long time. And so some of them are looking to relocate. They can't afford the price of rent where they're staying. So there is a huge need in the community.
So Miriam, one of the core values of CLDI is the wonderful term Imago Dei, and if folks don't know what that means, it really just means image and likeness of God, and that we believe we view people through that lens, that everybody has intrinsic value and worth. And Miriam, I'd love to hear, what are the ways in which that framework of viewing people, especially in our community, Imago Dei, how has that shaped the way that you engage our tenants in the South Side?
Whenever we have someone come through the doors, I like to look at what's inside their heart. What are their thoughts? Where do they need help? Are they hurting? I like to look at them as a person as a whole, not the negative, but the positive, and see where we can go from there to help them.
Yeah, it's really remarkable, and I think that kind of speaks a little bit to one of the things we talk about is housing is really catalytic, that if you don't have a secure place to call home, and again, I think that distinction of home is really important. We're not just talking about a place to flop your head. I mean, there's lots of those, but a place to call your home, there's a sense of pride and value to that. It really seems that within that place that it's catalytic, that individuals, families can really begin to flourish. And I think we see it with that family. Is there maybe, can you think of another situation, another tenant, where you have seen that housing has really provided them an opportunity to flourish?
I can think of several situations. There was one young lady that came to us. She had just graduated drug court, and she was not able to find a place. And so we looked at her, we got to know her, we believed in her, and we rented to her. She is still with us. Yeah. She is a wonderful tenant. She pays her rent on time, the first of the month, every month. And when she's struggling, we have this thing where I tell them, don't ever be scared to call me. I'm here to help you and not to hurt you. And so I always tell them, call me if you're struggling. We can set up a payment plan, and that's what we do. We set up payment plans for them until they're back on their feet. They respect us, we respect them.
We feel it's a missional pulse of ours is if we are to care for the well-being of a person, we have to also care for the well-being of their physical space. And we always say that this idea of proximity really matters, and so for that reason, CLDI is in the South Side. For that reason, our housing is in the South Side. For that reason, our missional programmatic efforts are in the South Side, because it really matters. And so the value added to the community is just, it's like a ripple effect. the more relational engagement there is, the more support there is for the families that we're serving, and the more likely that they are going to begin to actualize this potential that God has given them. And so it is the physical reclaiming of space such that lives truly might be restored.
Miss Darlene, I remember when Miss Lulu brought you to the office and introduced you, and she's like, "This is my friend Darlene, and she needs a place to stay." And I knew you had just had your stroke, and so it was really hard to communicate with you. You answered all those questions for us, and you were approved for one of our units. And what the nicest part was that you were Miss Lulu's neighbor downstairs. She lived in the apartment above you, and so you guys took care of each other over the past years. And so when the Mosaic Dream happened, we're like, we have tenants that we definitely want to relocate here, and you just happened to be top of the list. So we're grateful that we were able to accomplish this dream for you.
I get so emotional because it's been a long time that I have not been able to do what I want to do, you know. If I was downstairs, I could not come out in the snow. I can come outside and I could look at the snow, you know. I couldn't do that down there, you know. Well, you guys helped me really good. Y'all did a good job. And thank God y'all helped me, because Lord, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I really didn't. If something happened to me and I need a chair, I don't have to move, because I can do it right here. And I can stay in my home. That's my home. I know I don't own it, but it's still my home.
So Darlene, what makes you the most excited to be living here?
Well, what's so excited is the porch. I love the porch because I can come out of my house and sit down and I can look back and forward, you know. And then also, I like my bathroom. My bathroom is beautiful, you know, and it's so big, you know. I don't even know what to do with it because it's so big, you know, and it's just a perfect place for me. And I don't want to move nowhere else. I could stay here until they roll me out of here. I'm serious.
Okay.
I don't want to go nowhere else. I want to stay just right here where I'm at.
The work of CLDI is that we are a Christian community development work, and really what that means is that we are holistically investing in those that we have the blessing to serve. And really within that, what that means and what that looks like is we believe that Jesus cared for the whole of a person, so therefore we should also. And the thing about holistic community development, that's what we get to do. We get to proclaim good news, in part through our words and relationship, but also through things like housing initiatives, because it's a part of meeting real, tangible needs in the name of Christ. The opportunities to engage the Southside community are vast. One of the things that we hope to do is we want to provide ongoing gospel solutions with a platform that's sustainable for many years to come. When you consider partnering with CLDI to support this particular project, Tapestry Apartments, know that your gift has a twofold impact. One, it's providing housing that will meet the needs for 26 more families for many years to come. But secondly, when you give a gift, your gift will continue to grow and multiply in a way that it provides revenue to continue to do more housing projects, but more importantly, to provide gospel solutions through the various works of CLDI. Thank you so much for your consideration. We look forward to partnering with you going forward. Thank you.